So episode 2 of Kenobi. I'm trying to see where does it start? I'm trying to remember.
Obi-Wan arrives on Dayu.
Yeah.
The new planet. He arrives on the planet.
Yeah, which so he decided to get the help.
Like Hong Kong or what's that?
Like Tokyo.
Man,
Tokyo.
He landed on Blade Runner. That's what he landed on. He landed on Blade Runner. I was like, what is this? Oh, it's like, this is Blade Runner.
Yeah. It was very like anime kind of Tokyo style, you know, with the neons, and everyone was kind of dressed up in like samurai kind of clothes a little bit. Like a lot of them had the hats and the robes and stuff like that. If you guys noticed that.
What's the in Marvel? What's the place they had to go with Hulk
Captain
Winter Soldier?
Soldier.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
I forgot the name of that
place. That's what it was like, because you know the little stuff that they said, like the whole world, the whole planet is a signal jammer. So there's no stuff, nothing comes in, no signals in, no signals out.
Yeah.
You don't know who nothing is. No one knows anything about anything.
Right, because he was looking for his that ship or whatever. Right.
But yeah, no one knows what ship is here. The whole planet is, this whole spaceport is a signal jammer. This is where people come that don't want to know where, don't want to be found.
It's a scary place to be, if you ask me. Like, nope, I'll be all right. I'll skip this planet.
They had a clone trooper who was collecting money in his helmet.
Yeah,
was that actually him though? Was that what the actor? Was that Boba Fett basically?
It looked like him, but I don't. With the facial hair,
so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he could play every single clone, you know. So you know, but I'm like, I couldn't tell if that was him or not, and I didn't watch the credits to check. So, you know, but I mean, he loves Star Wars. You know, he loves being in it and stuff like that. So I would assume that was him.
It sounded like him. There. It's Tamira Morrison. It's him.
Was it? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's him.
Nice. That's awesome.
I didn't notice that.
Well, because I thought it was Rex. I thought, I'm like, oh, is that gonna be like Rex or somebody? Because because he's like, oh, help me if I need guidance, you know, help me now, Qui-Gon, or whatever he said. And then you know, you hear the clone trooper. I was like, oh shit. And then it was just random, like a random clone trooper. So I was like, but that was still a cool callback.
What about the spice? The girl selling the spice, she was like, yeah, you're looking for her, don't worry about it. Take a couple hits of this and you won't remember at all. You won't remember what you're looking for.
You won't remember about your daughter or whatever. Or what she said.
Because
he said, I'm looking for a girl, but he didn't specify daughter, did he? Or did he?
I think he said, this is my daughter. I've been looking for her. So if she's here, she's already gone, bro.
That's what she said. She goes, oh, I was somebody's daughter too. And then I'm selling drugs. So here you go.
Here's a hit on the house.
Yeah. First one's free. Yeah. That was kind of funny. But that was kind of, it was kind of sad. I thought she was going to say something, but she was just like, oh yeah, we all got lost here, you know, we're kidnapped and now we're just surviving. I was like, damn, that's a shithole. That's a sucky place, but yeah. But then what we see, who he was in the trailer.
Nanji was
there. Yeah, Kumail. I didn't know who he was gonna be. And, you know, he was in Jedi robes in the trailer, so I'm like, oh, he's gonna be one of those running Jedis. The complete opposite, and it was such a great spin on it, where he was like a fake Jedi.
He had a magnet. It was
using the Force somewhat.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
That was good. And then he was tapping at the end when he helped the mom and the kid. He was tapping the table, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, here." He goes, "Oh no, you don't have to," as he's counting it. You know, but. Yeah, that was kind of cool. But I thought, I'm like, oh shit, is he a bad guy then? Is he selling force sensitive kids to
I thought he was too. I didn't think he was actually letting the mother and child get off the planet. I thought he was literally just selling them to them and getting money on both ends.
Exactly, that's what I thought too. But kind of glad he's kind of a good guy, you know, not a complete piece of crap.
He's a coyote, is what he basically is.
Yeah,
it's what it seemed like. He's removing them from this planet to wherever they gotta go. That's how I saw that. He's getting money.
He's also getting paid. Yeah. But I wonder because towards the end of the episode, he does like kind of he's like, oh, I didn't know who you were, So I was like, he had like admiration and like he knew the importance of of Jedi.
But see, even then, I was kind of questioning it because I was like, well, because he told the little kid, well, let's go find them first. So I thought he was going to go sell them because he'll sell them out. I'm still not totally convinced he's not trying to sell them out.
Yeah, you think so?
He's just trying to get them into one place so he can find a way to sell them out. So, all right, I got them. If you want them, here they are. So I'm not totally sure that he wasn't just playing Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan can't tell because he doesn't use the Force, and like this Force brain is like under sand. I don't know. He barely saved Leia from falling off the building. I was like,
yeah.
First of all, if anyone has little kids, you have to go grab them. You can't just say, hey, stop. There's no way you're going to stop a little 10-year-old on sugar. There's no way in the world. It's like trying to catch a crackhead. It's the same thing. You can't do it. You just can't. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So you need to, if you don't grab, you're in trouble. Hey, stop. Leia, wait. Oh my God. I was like, dude.
Yeah. That's such a trope in TV shows when you're chasing the kid. Like the kid runs right by you, you're like, stop, wait, and they just run right in front of him. Like a few times, she just ran right past them, and he's just like, oh, don't leave.
No, you're running a little bit too fast for me. What?
Yeah, but
grab
up. That's a normal like TV kind of thing, but. Oh man, yeah. He also told her, he goes, "Oh, she said something pretty like smart, like also like she was a smart ass, but she was saying like smart stuff."
Because
he's like, "How old are you?"
He says, "If anyone asks, you're my daughter." She was like, "Granddaughter."
That little girl was awesome. I was like I don't know, like what's her name? Carrie Fisher is like big shoes to fill, and obviously. She's playing a younger version of her. So perfect. Just so everything to just
it's the smart ass. You sit there, look at them, you say, oh my God, when you become a teenager, you're going to be a problem. I know, because it literally was like being in my house all the time. That's how I knew that they did it right. Like it's perfect. It was perfect directing. That's how those little girls are that have big personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I agree. Sandy, she didn't look like she was 10. She looked exactly like my girls.
Or 6 or 8. She was pretty like tiny, but whatever. She was great. She was great. She was just such a smart ass and confident. Even like when they first kind of meet, and he's like, "Oh, we need to go to the hangar." She's like, "Cool, let's go." And she like starts walking, and almost gets like stepped on. It was like it's very much
strong, like,
yeah, like Leia.
She was always running in this episode. I felt like every scene she always running. I'm like, damn.
She reminded me more of Padme. That's what I know. She's Leia, but she reminded me of Padme
a little bit. Yeah,
in those and all those prequels. I was like, man, it's just like her mom, running around doing stupid stuff, pretend and saying, "I don't want to be a senator. I don't want to be a senator." Like just like her mom.
Yeah.
But you know. Great. So I know this is like off topic. Well, I mean, I guess not really, but I don't follow the what is it? The Clone Wars, the cartoon
Rebels.
series much, but I have seen pictures, and maybe you guys can explain this a little bit better. But the Grand Inquisitor, is there a Vader version that looks just like him? Like in like Vader, like Darth Vader, like white skin with the red lines on his forehead. Maybe it's a different dude, or maybe it's the same guy.
It's a different dude.
It's a different dude
that also has like the half of mask bottom of Vader.
Yeah,
that's
So I didn't know if it was the same guy or not. The Grand Inquisitor.
Well,
in Clone Wars,
I was shocked that the Grand Inquisitor was killed in episode 2.
Right
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not, because he's in the cartoon, like so he's not dead. It's impossible.
Or they just totally just were going off on their own and just killed him off from the beginning. I mean, she did stab him through the heart with a lightsaber, but that hasn't stopped people
through
before.
through the stomach. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's not dead. Because I mean, that would be just crazy if they did something like that. Because then you're completely changing the cartoon that Dave Filoni after like a week ago, Catherine Kennedy was like, "Oh, we can't change, George Lucas's vision." I was like, "Well,
you just did."
Yeah. So I think Martin, you're talking about this dude, right?
No.
Yeah, because in the Clone War, or not Clone Wars, in Rebels, the Grand Inquisitor, this is how he looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I don't follow this as much. So it's the same guy, right?
Yeah, this is supposedly supposed to be the same guy that was killed in this episode.
Okay. All right.
So, and that's why a lot of fanboys are like losing their shit in this episode, because they're like, they're retconning it. I was like, I don't know if they're retconning it. I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead. Yeah.
You think he makes an appearance like later, 2-3 episodes down the line?
I say the next episode he's gonna make an appearance. He's like, you thought you killed me, but my whole middle section is all robots. So it's like, that's what they're gonna do. Because they already did that shit in Boba Fett, so like it's
all he needs is a back to tank. I mean, we just saw Darth Vader at the end of the episode in the back to tank, which was cool. So all the Grand Inquisitor needs is a back to tank. He's gonna jump in there and then he'll be good the next day.
Yeah. They just have a 4-episode memory flashback like Boba Fett.
Oh, that'd be great. What do you think about the third sister? I mean, she was annoying as hell to me. I'm like, why would the Grand Inquisitor just like, cut off her hands? Like you know what? Cut off, done. Like,
she's a child. She's still acting like a hot-headed teenager. And that's exactly how I felt. Like, it's like, dude, you have no respect for the rank of lines where you're at all.
Yeah.
And she's rocking the boat where you don't need to rock the boat. You do too much. That's how the Empire stayed strong. They didn't do too much. They knew how far to push people. People still had to believe that they could live their lives. Because if you have no hope, then that's when you have people rebellions. When you have a little bit of hope to stay where you are, to grasp a little bit, they guard themselves. So she was taking all hope from them and going to cause ruckus and rebellions and stuff like that. And that's what she doesn't see that yet. They know how to question them and when to do it.
And then she made that big old like power move and sent out the bounty to the entire freaking city or planet, whatever.
The whole planet, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was
John
like,
Wick
whoa,
style.
like, damn, like that's a lot.
I was waiting for
John Wick. You didn't think anybody was gonna find out?
Of course, like
yeah. I did when I first saw her, I was like, okay. And then this episode like kind of confirmed it. I'm like, I don't like her. I don't think she's a good enough villain. She's just more of annoying,
like impetuous child. That's what Mario was saying. She's just like a child, and it was annoying more than anything. And he was like, why wouldn't someone just say, I'm gonna fight back? Because it doesn't seem like you have all these great superpowers, whatever. I'm just going to fight you. All of us are going to just fight you, And you tell the Grand Inquisitor, we respect you, but her, she got to go.
Yeah. I don't know how much are they going to follow with the Inquisitors with like the comics, because like the comics, Vader trained the Inquisitors after he found out about them, and he like mutilated them one way or another, like like chopped off their arms, chopped off a leg, made them go blind, like he did something where they had to like lose something, like how he lost, so that's why. But they made Reva just for this show. Like she wasn't in anything else until this show. So I wonder like how much are they gonna actually retcon of the Inquisitors? But there's no way the Grand Inquisitor is dead, because he was too good of a character, and Rebels was too good of a show just to be like, yeah, none of it counted. It was
Let's get rid of him at the beginning.
Not thinking about like,
but not even then. You have Ahsoka.
He crumbled to the ground. It didn't like he was dead. So you might be right.
He's not dead. Because like the Ahsoka show is she's going to find Ezra and Thrawn, which they were both introduced in Rebels. So Rebels is canon, obviously, because it was a Lucas thing, So yeah, it's going to be something silly where he, like I said, he's going to have like robots.
We're going. It's going to be like the beginning of the episode. He's going to be sitting there floating like, or they have nanobot bites to face him inside, or whatever.
Stitch them together. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, but we haven't seen him fight yet, like real fight.
See how Obi-Wan's face when she just yells out, "He's alive!" Obi-Wan, he's alive. Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan looked like he saw a ghost, like he was scared shitless.
I was gonna say because the last time they saw each other was like 10 years ago when they were on Mustafar. Mm-hmm. So it was just like crazy. Like, I'm glad they ended it that way.
Yeah.
Telling him that, like, because that was just an epic, like, him realizing it, he's not really dead yet. So he now knows, like, he may have to face him again.
Exactly. And I think that's the fear that makes sense because, I mean, we know, Obi-Wan is powerful. As I said, he's as wise as Yoda, as powerful as Mace Windu. He has all that stuff. But Anakin was it. He was stronger. He was better. He just, Obi-Wan got the high ground. That was the only thing that saved him.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he had. And if he's alive still and he left him to die and he was that powerful, woo! I don't think there's anywhere in the galaxy. He's thinking there's nowhere in the galaxy for me to hide that he won't find me.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you have to know, like, he's been training as a Sith with the Emperor. So yeah, he's got to be more powerful now.
What do you do after a few months? Can't imagine after 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when he left him, he was ready for that next step.
Yeah.
He was in the argument with the council if he was ready to become a master. So he was ready. Like he
was stronger than Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was great, but Anakin was it. Like that. He was that strong.
Was the truth.
Yeah. And I think I forgot what show or whatever it was, but they were talking about there where like Anakin was also like he became a Jedi during the war, so all he knows is how to fight and strategize as a warrior and a Jedi. So it's like where Obi-Wan was like, hey, you learn like peace and meditation and shit like that. Like, no, like Anakin was all about fighting, like that's all it was because that's all he, lived as a Jedi was war. So, it just hardened him like more. So, yeah, his face, man, Ewan McGregor, like, it just sucks. He's kind of a shitty person outside in the real world, but damn, he's so great as.
It almost seems like he's too old to play himself. Because to say 10 years, those are some 10 hard years. That's like you age like a old banana in the sun. I mean, those are hard 10 years, man.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you have him as Vader now, where he's burnt up and all that. So
that was, that was just really good. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't like. I just don't like the third sister at all. I don't know. I mean, even what's her name, Reva? She's sitting there screaming, "We're gonna find you!" Dude, it took you 10 years to find me the first time. You're gonna find another kid and kidnap him again? Like, I don't understand. Like, your whole plan was based on this one-time encounter, and that's the only time you found me. So what? Like, what's your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah. But where do you think it's gonna go next, though? Like, what are your kind of like both of your guys' predictions for the next like episodes?
So you go first, Martin. Because
there's a lot with Reva. I think they're gonna I think they're gonna explore more on her story with the next episode. I think there's still that grand question. Why does she hate him so much? We have an idea, but there's something that has to lead up to it. And then the Grand Inquisitor was like, we only took you in because of your skills that you knew as a Jedi, not really because you weren't originally one of us, but we just took you in as an adopted child. I feel like there might be, I'm not saying the whole episode, but maybe a good, like a third of the episode or something. They might dive into her past.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll probably ease the damage of how much we hate her character, and we see how she led up to what made her the third sister. Yes. I don't know how the rankings go, but to become the third sister, is that like, is third good, or is that third from the bottom? Is that, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how they ever really, because there's only one Grand Inquisitor, and then all the rest were numbered. So I don't know if does somebody die and you just replace that number? I don't know.
I don't know. And that's what I want to. I would hope to see maybe in the next couple episodes they dive a little bit, a small chunk into her story, just to see.
Yeah.
I think you end the episode with Darth Vader because you're going to finally introduce him in episode 3. A little bit. Not like he's being a major part of it, but at least the thought of him is going to be what the focus is going to be on. And yeah, Reva's going to be, I think Reva's going to have to be on her own. She's the rest of the Inquisitors are not going to follow her. So she's going to have to do something on her own. I think the Grand Inquisitor is not dead. I think we're going to find that out. And then she's running to find Obi-Wan, but she's also going to have to run away from the rest of the Inquisitors. Or both, at the same time. So she's almost like now on the run too. And it all will come with Vader finally saying, all right, you guys will have to work together to figure this out, or I'm killing everybody.
Yeah. You so I know Brian didn't read the spoilers or the supposed spoilers of how the show ends. Did you read it, Martin?
No.
Okay, good. But don't.
So you ruined it for yourself. Why?
Basically. But it could not be true. So these are it's not, it's a leak. So, a lot of people are taking it as this is how the show will end. Which if it does, it does. But if it could be, like a red herring kind of thing, it's like I got you. We made you think it was this, and it's gonna be something else. But
hey, we did like Marvel. We threw fake endings out there.
Fake trailers, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if that's how it ends with obviously Vader's gonna play a pretty big role. Soon. I mean, they got Hayden Christensen to come back to play Anakin, play Vader. So obviously, and in the comic books, Vader doesn't like the Inquisitors. He just flats out. He's like, I don't give a shit about you guys. You guys are not real Jedi because the Jedi, and you're not really Siths. You're not Sith Lords. You're just Force users.
Isn't that him?
No, he's a Sith. He's
also a Jedi. I mean, he was kind of both. But just kind of like them.
Yeah, but that's what he's mad about them. He's like, you guys aren't legit. He goes, you. The only reason you left being Jedi is so we didn't kill you, kind of thing. But the emperor, they're all handpicked by the Emperor. So the Emperor, he's like, oh, I can turn you and use you as a tool, an assassin, but you're not going to learn all the dark side tricks, So that's why they're not real Sith Lords, even though they know how to use some of it. It's really weird how they kind of did it. It was the whole thing on the rule of 2. The Emperor still wanted to honor the rule of 2. So, but he's like, also, I have guys that kind of know, but they're not full, Sith Lords. So, the Emperor was kind of a dick when it came to shit like that. But yeah. Man. I don't know. I mean, I agree with you. We're gonna get a lot of Reva. But are we done seeing Leia? Is he just gonna drop off Leia and then go figure out the Vader thing?
No, this is gonna be like
I don't think so.
like Grogu.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like
Is
Grogu.
it gonna be a Grogu?
Like she's going to really know Obi-Wan. So when she's sending out a message for Obi-Wan, you're my only hope, it's because they spent significant time together. She's going to be with him for a significant amount of time. He's going to have an attachment to her that's different than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'll sit there and spy on Luke, but he's going to spend time with Leia.
Yeah,
we might see R2 come back, right? Because wasn't there a point in episode 4 where R2 was like, "Oh, I used to belong to Ben," or something like that? Didn't he tell Luke that or something like that when he first bought him?
Yeah. He said, "I have your old bot." He was asking for. He said he used to be your property.
Oh yeah, he
we might see R2 back.
I hope he says that.
Yeah, but I think wasn't R2 and C-3PO were taken in by Organa, right? He's like, oh, have their memory, but he's like, have their memory wiped,
right?
Yes,
but obviously,
but
overall though,
if we saw R2 again and R2 ended up being with Leia, that would make sense because then that's how you get the message and all that stuff. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall though, I don't know. Are we?
Yeah. What do you want to rank it? How do you rate it?
I feel like the way they ended it with ending with giving Obi-Wan the knowledge that Vader's still alive. I say it now. Yeah.
I didn't like the details of the episode as much as I like the first one, but how can you like the second one as much as the first one if the first one is the first one to give you all those details and introduce all these characters and everything? And because of that, I thought that was amazing. I really enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2, as long as the Grand Inquisitor is not dead and Reva is not the main bad guy, and I wouldn't even be mad if Reva all of a sudden just gets killed off, whatever, just because baby just walks away, just dead. It's just keep on going. I think it's a now, but not the same level of now as that episode 1 was.
Yeah. Now was like, or the episode 1 was like, oh my god, right now. Like this one though, I don't know. I still give it a now. But Brian's like, Reva's. I think she's here for the whole season. She ain't going nowhere. She's. Yeah, no, I mean, they don't create a character just to kill him off like that early, so she's, and plus all the photo shoots she's been in and stuff like that, she ain't going anywhere anytime soon. But and same thing, the Grand Inquisitor ain't dead. There's no way. If he is that moment, I think you're gonna get a lot of fanboys even more pissed off. But hell, man. I mean, they're already pissed. They're already super pissed. I mean, one that like, oh, he doesn't look like the cartoon. I was like, whatever, But it was like, if you kill him, then I'm like, all right, now I'm pissed, But but yeah, I mean, I thought it was really well done. I think seeing the relationship of Obi-Wan and Leia was really cute. When he even said it, he goes, "Oh, you remind me of somebody."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, who?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of cute." You know what I mean? Because like you forget like
time Obi-Wan spent with Padme. You really do.
Yeah. It wasn't just Anakin. Like how he like one thing where a lot of people get pissed off is like how Obi-Wan didn't know, or did he know and kind of like had a blind eye to it?
To look the other way, or he knew but he didn't know how far it went.
Yeah, So, but it was like, he was, there all the time, every time with Leia or with Padme. So, he knows her very well, as so that was cute. I thought that was super cute. But I enjoyed it. The way it ended, you get the Vader tease at the end. That was like Obi-Wan like fearing for his life, like just that face that was like sweating, his eyes are all big, and he's just like
he's alive.
He's like, oh shit, yeah. And then it cuts to like he says Anakin, and then it cuts to Anakin, in the tank. That was like, I'm like, that's awesome. That was super super good. It was the best way to end the show or an episode.
Yeah.
Because I mean, are we getting Vader in episode 3? Are we going to see?
I think we're going to see Vader in episode 3.
Maybe at the end of it.
Yeah.
At the end of it, maybe.
I can see that, because I think at one point he's gonna confront the Inquisitors and be like, "Hey, what the hell are you guys doing? You know, with Obi-Wan? I told you not to mess with him. You know, yeah.
He's only for me, and that's why Reva better not be there. That's why I was saying that he could just kill Reva, but Reva just must be on the run away from everybody else, because if she's there, he's going to go just snapping, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Then Sandy said, "Poor Ben having nightmares and everything." That was kind of sad. That was sad.
He's lonely too. I'm not saying that he's making all these mental choices, that all these things are happening because of the way he's thinking. But when you totally block yourself off from all humanity, it's easier to not be a Jedi anymore. That's why I feel like he did. He totally sections off his heart from everyone else. No one else could touch him like that. And that's why it's easier for him not to worry about someone else, being cheated, or as another person, or seeing a Jedi hanging.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember that was super dark. That was super dark. Well, he wasn't like completely
not by the neck, but it was like he was there.
Yeah.
They were making.
I took it as like the village, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the villagers were like, "Oh, here he is. Leave us alone." That's what I took it as, right?
No, I thought that they killed him and left his body there.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. The Inquisitors did that and left it there as a message.
That's why she's like, "Someone better give me an answer." Because she's looking at this guy like, here's an example of what happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took it the other way, where it was the village was like, "Oh, here he is, leave us alone," because then that for me that would be even a more of a reason why Obi-Wan's like, "Oh yeah, this is why I can't tell anybody I'm a Jedi, because they're gonna like literally hang me out to dry, for their own safety." That's what I
hear him saying. Hey, we know who you are. So I mean, he's not like whispering. To everyone, hey, yeah, I know about this. Like you hear him talking about, like when he was talking to what's his name to the uncle? What's his uncle's name?
Owen.
Yeah. He's talking to Owen. He's just talking out loud. He's like, yeah,
all right.
And he said, "Well, thanks for not ratting me out." Everyone hears him say, "Thanks for not ratting me out." That just tells you right there. He's a Jedi, but no one says anything. Because they don't like him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
yeah. But I don't know. Great episode so far. I like it. I'm really, really enjoying it.
I was surprised because everyone was talking about how it's gonna be stupid and all that stuff. I thought it was good. Everything they did was good.
Because of the leaks. People read the leaks and they were not happy with the leak. But again, I don't know. They're not true. But
sometimes you want to enjoy the journey. Sometimes it's not about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey to getting there.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
That's why I'm glad you guys didn't read the leaks, because I'm sure both of you guys would have watched it still. But like, I wish I didn't read the leaks
the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the leaks just kind of tell you the ending, like how this season is gonna end. So
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't want to know. I'll just find out, like what Brian said.
In a couple weeks,
we'll take this journey together. Like
exactly.
Yeah. But cool. Anything else? So next week it comes back on Wednesday. I don't know who that was. Sorry, but it says very insightful, Brian. Exactly. Don't spoil yourself.
Just enjoy the journey. Let's enjoy the walk. Let's enjoy what it is. So.
Agreed. But me, I don't know how to. Oh, that was Marvin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Marvin. Wise words.
Says me.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I can't. If something comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, and I read it and I ruin it for myself. It's like, I'm like, stop it, stop putting shit out there because people like me who like need to know right away.
That's me in the MCU, but I've had a very sour taste about Star Wars in my mouth for the last 3 or 4 things they've done. You know, not named the Mandalorian. So I really want to enjoy the voyage that the trip that we go on this, and give it a chance. Just give it a chance to work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But cool. So next Wednesday, episode 3 comes out. So we'll be back on Wednesdays again.